Speaker, I have in my possession the certified true copy of the enrolled order of the appeal court's judgment.
Mr. Speaker, this provision is very clear and unambiguous. It simply says by 31st of June, the governor can no more spend money except from a properly budget presented before you as ordered by the court.
The River State government under his watch is now barred from spending funds from the consolidated revenue fund of River State. So the House hereby gives him the opportunity to present it within 7 days.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. We welcome you once again to our today's episode of this program. And today we get some videos for our table. When we say one quickly the review to you concerning the things when we say if they happen right now for inside this country, Nigeria. It's not they new to each and every one of us again. The battle when it be say it don't they go on for a long time for Rivers State between the present governor of Rivers State when it be say his name Sim Fubara and also the FCT minister, the former governor of Rivers State when it be say his name Wike. Now, a lot of things that they go wrong for inside the state as long as Wike vow to say he no go remove his hand for Rivers State body to see say the government of Sim Fubara function according to the way when it be say it's supposed to go without pay loyalty to run as his own God Father. And now, still on that matter, the recent interview when it be say they receive right now where it be said the factional leaders from the House of Assembly, they come outside to issue 7 days ultimatum to the present governor of Rivers State, which is Sim Fubara, concerning what they call appropriation bill. Although I would leave you to listen to the details, how it be said they come to this very conclusion of this 7 days ultimatum when it be said they issue to Governor Sim Fubara to put things in order, or else something else will happen for Rivers State. And after this one, we equally get other videos we'll the review to you one after the other. I beg, hold tight to the end, although it will take you a little time. We'll come back for more.
House Leader Major Jack spoke on the judgments of the Federal High Court and that of the Court of Appeal that have given them a sigh of relief.
Mr. Speaker, I have in my possession the certified true copy of the enrolled order of the appeal court's judgment. With me, Mr. Speaker, I also have with me the certified true copy of the judgment of Justice Omotosho.
Chairman of the House Committee on Judiciary, Dumle Maul, recommended that the House should write to Governor Sim Fubara to present afresh the 2024 appropriation bill.
Mr. Speaker, this provision is very clear and unambiguous. It simply says by 31st of June, the governor can no more spend money except from a properly budget presented before you as ordered by the court, which is the Federal High Court. So we are urging this House to draw the attention of the governor on this particular provision and to say that this House must resolve that he has to obey what the court says. The so-called commissioners screened by him, they don't exist. They are mere impostors and they should not be recognized by any said person because that is the position of the Court of Appeal. Mr. Speaker, these 2 judgments are subsisting and they have not been upheld. They have not been appealed against by a non-court to this committee. And so they are valid. And so we are recommending that this House should take steps. Like I said earlier, equity aid the vigilant and not the indolent. So we are urging on this House to take steps to notify him, especially the governor, on the provisions and the conditions and brilliant pronouncement of the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal.
The factional speaker then claimed that Governor Fubara failed to act in accordance with the law by not presenting the 2024 appropriation bill before the Assembly chaired by him.
Nobody is above the Constitution of Nigeria. Nobody. No Nigerian. Not even a visitor to Nigeria within the territory of this country do anything outside the Constitution. Let me also remark that all extant laws, including laws of river states, must be obeyed by everyone, including the governor or any other person. None of them, not any one of them is above laws of river states.
The House then issued Governor Fubara a 7-day ultimatum to present the 2024 appropriation bill.
The River State government, under his watch, is now barred from spending funds from the consolidated revenue fund of River State. So, the House hereby gives him the opportunity to present it within 7 days.
All right, I believe say all of you don't hear that very one. And after this very meeting, Sim Fubara, the present governor of River State, equally come aside to also speak out for inside the meeting when they say in hold with Ikwere people. Here waiting Sim Fubara talk concerning people like this when they say that they try to walk in line with the vision of Wike, the FCT minister, to make sure they sabotage the good purpose of the river's people. Here this one will come back for more.
No matter the level of provocation, what they want is to set this state on fire. But the God that we serve and the prayers from you people, some of them who attempted it, what happened to their hand? That is also what will happen to anybody. After all, we said it some years ago. Anybody who is against River State will not know peace. It is a public declaration. What you declare is what will happen. We will want peace, and that peace is what will abide in River State.
All right, my great and wonderful people, when I still see the resilience of Sim Fubara, the present governor of River State, despite all the things when they say if they happen. For you and from your own points, you believe say those people when they say you see when they say they call themselves the assembly members and the speaker when they say they issue that 7 days ultimatum. Now people when they say that they work alongside with the hidden agenda of the FCT minister, the former governor of River State, Wike, or that they work for the good benefit of Rivers people. You leave your own comment for us for the comment section, even as we take you down to this other interview when they say the local government chairman for this River State, they come aside for a Rise News interview to also speak his own mind and his own stand concerning all the crisis when it be say it don't they happen over time now for River State. We'll come back for more.
Joining us now from Port Harcourt in River State is Darlington Orji, the caretaker chairman of Ikwere local government area of River State. Good morning, Mr. Orji. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for the privilege of having me this morning.
Okay, Mr. Orji, I assume that you are a loyalist of Sim Fubara, the governor, since he is the one who appointed the caretaker chairman of the various local governments. But look, what is happening in River State is confusing. 5 days ago, the Court of Appeal, 3-man panel led by Justice Bada, ruled that the ex parte order that was issued by the High Court of River State in the light of Section 272 of the 1999 Constitution was null and void because the River State High Court lacked jurisdiction in the matter. And on the basis of that ruling, that 3-man panel Court of Appeal said, look, the matter of whether the Amewule faction were no longer members of the House of Assembly did not stand. There is also another case in Abuja at the Federal High Court, in the court of Justice Okorowo. Justice Okorowo had issued an order restraining INEC and PDP from taking any consequential step over the matter involving Amewule and others. and that matter has not yet been determined. And now, in the face of the pronouncement of the Court of Appeal, we now have a state high court in Rivers, the court of Justice Jumbo Stephen, coming and saying, oh, he was given an order on July 5, and that, the speaker, the chief judge of Rivers should not recognize Amewule and others. I mean, this looks like pure confusion. What exactly is going on in that place between the lawmakers, the governor, and also the courts? If the Court of Appeal had said the Federal High Court has no jurisdiction, the State High Court has no jurisdiction, and then now by this morning, we're told that another State High Court is granting ex parte injunction. What's your own reading, even if I think you are a Fubara man?
Well, you may be correct when you say I'm a Fubara man, but let me draw to your attention that in the last administration led by the Federal Capital Minister, Wike, I was the spokesman of People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Rivers State at the time. I spoke through his campaign. I led the campaign, and by the special grace of God, we had success in his elections. So you may be too wrong if you say I'm a full-fledged Rivers man who believe in the cause of Rivers State and believe that the soul of Rivers State should be to the beneficiary of everybody in Rivers State. Because one thing that is at stake here is just a matter of the soul of Rivers State. Who controls Rivers State? Like I will say, that people must realize to the fact that there is a time for everything. Now, talking about the court judgments that are being rolled out, there are too many legs to the issues in Rivers State. There are too many legs. So it depends on your understanding about it. The matter that was given, the judgment that was given yesterday, or the order that was given yesterday by the State High Court, was reaffirming their position earlier, who says that the Chief Judge of Rivers State should not see these young men, this committee of Frenchmen that are parading themselves as members of Rivers State House of Assembly until such matters are being determined. Now, in the issue of the appeal court that says that the lower court has no jurisdiction to hear that matter, that's why I told you that there are several issues that are on board. They are not the same matter. Now, what is happening in Rivers State is that a group of young men that we campaigned for, like I told you, I was the PRO of PDP at the time during the campaign period of the election that brought in Martins and Mehule, and I refer to them as my friends. And they were elected under PDP. And of course, I know that your station carried it about their defection and all of that. And these are men that say they are honorable members. I begin to wonder when people refer to them as honorable members and they are doing dishonorable things. They read in the floor of the House about their defection. Martin Amehule read for himself and on behalf of his colleague. And section 109(1)G is very clear that when you defect, when there are no issues in your party, of course you automatically lose your seat. And they made reference that there are issues in the National Secretary of our party as at then. And PDP came out to say, correspondences we are still coming out from the National Secretariat. We have never had two correspondents as regards to the office of the Secretary. So the position of the Court of Appeal yesterday did not reinstate them as members of Rivers State House of Assembly. Don't forget that there is a judgment that bowed them to parade themselves as members of Rivers State House of Assembly. That's why I'm telling you that there are too many legs. There are too many legs to this matter. But by the special grace of God, it will be sorted out at the appellant court. The decision of the appeal court, we have appealed. The Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Oko Jumbo, has appealed on that. And by the special grace of God, we believe that Supreme Court is a policy court and understands the law, and whatever thing they say, because it's going to be finals, they will be, very meticulous in making sure that what they will dish out to the public, everybody will accept it. So for us, there is no confusion in Rivers State. We are still moving under the leadership of Right Honorable Oko Jumbo.
So while you're focusing on the courts, Mr. Oji, while you're still speaking on the courts, of course, the Rivers State High Court granted an order refraining the chief judge of the state and the clerk of the House of Assembly from receiving an impeachment article from the 27 lawmakers as well. My question to you is, how long do you think that the Fubara administration will be able to fend off this impeachment letter, which seems to be the ultimate goal at the end of the day?
First, the Martin-led administration has they lack the locus to serve impeachment notice on the governor. As of today, they are not members of Rivers State House of Assembly by their own, the trouble they cause themselves. So they cannot serve impeachment notice on the governor. And the Rivers people are waiting that to happen. And we are going to resist it, my sister. Don't bother. For us, what is important is that the governor is concentrating in developing Rivers State and bringing up, dividend of democracy. I have a right to go to court to say, please, the chief judge of Rivers State, don't recognize these people. As long as we are concerned, they are not known to law until their status is being pronounced by the Supreme Court. They will know whether they are members of Rivers State House of Assembly. What is happening there is that a group of people can come together and issue out any statement. They are not members, and until their status is being cleared, the appeal court never said they are members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The appeal court said that the lower court that gave that order lacks the jurisdiction to do that. But remember, the Constitution is very clear. Who has the mandatory power to declare their seat vacant? It was the Speaker. And at that time, the Speaker was Right Honorable A.D. Sinehe, who declared their seat vacant and wrote to INEC. If not for the politics we are playing, by now we should have been talking about by-election in Rivers State and not to be talking about whether they are members or not. They caused this by themselves. It's a political mistake. And of course, their leader have accepted that there is a political mistake. Why not? If they feel they are popular, if they feel that Rivers people love them, represent yourself to the people so that we will see and test out your popularity. My dear, any person can do anything. For us, they are not known to law. They are not known to Rivers people. Which party do they belong? They swore an affidavit that they are members of APC. Today, they are saying they are not members of APC. How can we believe such people that will be speaking from the two sides of their mouth? Okay. If they want to present themselves now in the election, okay, which party? Okay. So that's where our problem lies. Okay. They were elected under the platform of PDP. Today they are in APC. So they have vacated their seat by the reason of their defection to APC. Okay,
Mr. Darlington, thank you so much. It's now River House of Commotion as we speak. Continuing in that commotion, I would like to ask you, you're caretaker chairman of Ikwere local government. When last did you go to the local government? Or have you been working from your house? Well, let me, I will be very straight to you, my brother that I've always admired from a distance. We are sworn in and to take over the council. When I got to my local government gate, I met with police and they said they had a tip that there is going to be breakdown of law and order and therefore everybody should stay put. So the power of the chairman is not in the office. The power of the chairman is where he stays. Even as I'm seated now, I have the responsibility of signing documents and all of that, carrying out my duties. As I speak to you. You've been signing documents from your house. So your house now is the headquarters as we speak of Ikwere local government. I am trying to make a point. I am trying to make a point. Go ahead, my brother. I have a liaison office. We have an outlet. The local government has an outlet. And we are operating from there for now. There is no point confronting the police, but we believe by the ruling of the appeal court yesterday, by the special grace of God, before the end of this week, the police will vacate the council. They say they are maintaining law and order to avoid breakdown of peace and order. And for me, I will not be a local government chairman that will supervise over the bloodletting of my people. That's why I'm following it according to the law and by the special grace of God. We'll go back to council as soon as possible. My brother, another question I want to ask you. So, is it your house or where is that liaison office? Is it that liaison office that your staff now come to? It's at Ishopo. It's at Ishopo. Ishopo is the headquarters. Ishopo is where our council is situated. Okay, so the and it's an outlet built by the council. Okay, so your members of staff it's an outlet of council. It's a property. Okay, so wait yes, now. That's what I'm telling you. My committee members come. Wait. Okay. So your committee members go there to that outlet.
So if you finish work now, or if you are finished from it, probably you will go there today. So you are running it from that Ishokpo outlet. Are you saying you've been signing some documents? What documents have you been signing? What are the kind of documents you've been signing? Because a lot of people have, raised eyebrow about this arrangement of remote work by local government council chairman in Rivers State. And I also want to ask about our good friend and brother, the former local government chairman, Anosike, what's it like? Are you talking? What's happening? The former local government chairman of Ikwerre local government.
Well, Arofai, Samuel Wanosike, by the special grace of God, at the time I was his chief of staff before I left him to say no to the injustice that is being meted on the governor. The documents I was referring to, take for instance, there is a project he was doing, Samuel Wanosike was doing, called the traditional headquarters, government recognized traditional rulers in Ikwerre local government. He was building a structure for them, and for reasons I cannot understand, that structure was abandoned the last about 7 months before the expiration of his term. I have released money, the council have released money, and that job has continued as I speak to you today. That job is in process. By the special grace of God, tomorrow we are flagging up a 14 classroom block on behalf of Ikwerre Local Government Council, and all the principal officers and the political appointees will be there. So when I say I'm signing document, I'm carrying out my functions as a regarding Ikwerre Local Government Council. There is
All right, my great and wonderful people. Sorry, say we just need to cut this video short, although now video want to be say it did very, very long. I believe to this very extent, a lot of people don't understand the battle when we say they go on and the position of every individuals. When it be say presently that they try by all means to claim Galadima in their own capacity over the leadership of Rivers State. Now, so talking concerning this matter, we'll leave you to share your own opinion with us in the comment section. You leave your view concerning what you think for all these things. Even as we draw the line of this broadcast here, we will see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.